You are sitting in a room of shadows. A single candle flickers between you and her. The air is thick with unspoken words. She asks you for the key, the one that unlocks the vault behind your ribs. She whispers, "Show me your scars. Show me the real you."
And you, believing this is the bridge to true connection, you agree. You think this is the moment trust is forged in fire.
So you reach inside, you bypass the armor, the guards, the years of carefully constructed walls. You pull out a piece of your soul, a fragile, pulsating shard of light, a memory of failure, a fear of the dark, a confession of doubt. You offer it to her, an act of ultimate trust. "This is me," you say. "This is where I am broken." And then the temperature in the room drops. The candle flame doesn't just flicker. It shivers. She doesn't take it. She just looks at it, at you. Her eyes, once warm and inviting, are now chips of obsidian. Disappointment? No, it's colder than that. It's disdain. A quiet clinical assessment of a failed specimen.
You just failed the test you never even knew you were taking.
Welcome to the female respect test, the one where she asks for your vulnerability, only to punish you for it. The confusion that follows is a poison, a cold fog that seeps into your bones. What did you do wrong? You replay the moment 1,000 times, the gentle request, your heartfelt confession, the sudden, brutal shift in her energy. You gave her the most fragile part of yourself, and she treated it not like a gift, but like evidence in a trial against you. This is not an anomaly. This is not a rare case of cruelty. This is a deep, primal, psychological mechanism at play. It's a subconscious test for one thing, strength, not physical strength, the strength of the container. When a woman asks for your vulnerability, she is not asking to see the storm. She already knows the storm exists in every man. She is testing the integrity of the vessel that contains it. She is checking for cracks. Your vulnerability, when presented as a plea for help, as a confession of being lost, is perceived as a major structural failure. In the primal script of attraction, she seeks a rock, a fortress, a man whose frame is so strong that he can hold not only his own chaos, but hers too. When you present your vulnerability as a weakness, you are telling her, this fortress is compromised. You are not safe here. Her attraction doesn't die. It is executed swiftly and without ceremony. It is a biological imperative. Let's call them Elias and Seraphina. They lived in a house of winding stairs and silent clocks. Seraphina, with her gentle voice, urged Elias to speak of the anxieties that haunted him, his failing business, the fear of ruin. "I'm scared," he finally admitted. The words hung in the air like black smoke. "I feel like I'm sinking and I don't know how to stop it." He expected comfort, a hand to hold in the darkness. He thought he was building intimacy. But what Seraphina heard was not a cry for connection. It was an alarm, a blaring siren signaling instability. The next day, the chill was unmistakable. Her touch was brief. Her words were clipped. When he tried to discuss his business, she'd offer placid, empty reassurances. "I'm sure it will be fine," she'd say, already looking away. His fear, which he had shared to be closer to her, had become a wall between them. A wall she had built, brick by silent brick. She no longer saw him as the man who could build a life. She saw him as a life that needed building. And that is the death of desire. So what is the truth? Are you meant to be a stone? A man with no fears, no doubts, no cracks in the facade?
No, that is the boy's answer. The child who, once burned, refuses to ever touch the stove again.
The truth is far more nuanced. It is not about what you share, but how you frame it.
Vulnerability without strength is just neediness. Fear without a plan is just panic.
Let's rewind the scene with Elias. He feels the same fear, the same anxiety, but this time, he is not just the storm. He is also the lighthouse. This time, when Seraphina asks, he looks her in the eye. He doesn't look down, he doesn't collapse. He says, "The business is facing a serious challenge. It's testing me, and honestly, it's a fight. There are moments of doubt." He has admitted the fear, the moments of doubt, but he's framed it as a challenge, a fight. He is not the victim of the story. He is the protagonist. Then he adds the crucial part. "Here's what I'm doing about it. I'm cutting these expenses. I'm pursuing these new leads. This is the plan. Do you see the difference?" He is still sharing his vulnerability, but he is sharing it from a position of power. He is not handing her a problem and begging for a solution. He is stating a problem and demonstrating his capability to solve it. He is showing her the storm, yes, but he's also showing her that he is the captain of the ship, hand firm on the wheel, navigating through it. This is vulnerability that builds respect. This is the vulnerability that deepens attraction. She didn't want a boy to save. She wanted a man to admire. The punishment you experienced was not for your honesty. It was for the perceived abdication of your masculine core. Your role in the deep narrative of polarity is to be the rock, the unshakable mountain. This doesn't mean you have no earthquakes. It means the mountain withstands them. So do not close yourself off. Do not mistake this lesson for a command to build higher walls. That is the path to isolation, to a lonely, sterile fortress of one. That is its own kind of failure. Instead, learn to be the alchemist. Learn to turn the lead of your fear into the gold of resolved strength. Share your struggle, but share it as a story of your impending victory. Invite her not to rescue you, but to witness your strength. Because in the end, her respect is not a prize to be won by being perfect. It is a reflection of the respect you have for yourself, the strength to face your own darkness and not be consumed by it. That is the ultimate attractive force in this universe.